I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice.
All right, well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Big Rivers Conference Baseball. So I was driving up the highway today, and I was digging down deep. I had an early morning and late nights, and I was digging down deep to get to the park, and that song came on, and it kind of inspired me to get here, to be thankful today. And by the grace of God, we're here bringing you the game today, and I'm very grateful to be here, Bill. I'm grateful to be here with you.
Yeah, I am too. What a great day for baseball, and it's hard to look out on the field and not be grateful.
Correct, right? What a beautiful day. We're waiting for umpires yet here in Game 1. Game 1 was scheduled sometime between 4 and 4:30. That was kind of a loose start time, but yeah, I just drove up here from Madison, had a meeting this morning, had a breakfast meeting, then I had an executive team meeting, and I left there about 12:15, 12:20, drove up I-94, had no issues. Took 4 calls and got a few things done for work on the hands-free phone system, and that worked. And here we are for a doubleheader, Big Rivers Conference Baseball. Eau Claire North is in town taking on your River Falls Wildcats. Eau Claire North 5-5 in the Big Rivers Conference. Wildcats 6-4. Logjam right there in the middle. Looking for one of these teams to pull a log out of the logjam, and break this thing loose. And Wildcats with a pair of wins today could potentially launch themselves right up into contention there for the Big Rivers Conference title, potentially,
Right, and it's also important for the sectional, kind of how the sections are divvied up.
It's all important, isn't it? It's
Right.
all important.
Because they're right in the middle of the pack too, and depending on whether they're going to host a team or host a game or not is all
Right.
dependent on this week and next week.
Right. So we are just waiting for umpires at this point. We have a moment. Do we want to talk about starting lineups at all or not? We have the technology, Bill. Why don't we just show people around the ballpark and let people know who's playing defensively for the Wildcats to start out? I want to do that.
Sounds great.
All right, so let's do that.
Well, we've got. Do you want to do the Wildcats or because the?
Well, let's do the Huskies because they are playing defensively. Yeah, they're the home team
Right.
here in Game 1. So let's do them defensively first. So for the Eau Claire North Huskies, it'll be Ben Metler on the mound for the Eau Claire North Huskies. He'll be pitching to his battery mate Jack Gorman. Cameron Buckman will be over there at first base. Aaron Gust will play second base. Zach Shipman will play shortstop. Mason Bruzewitz will play third base. Levante Bean will be out in left field. Aiden Pankratz will play center field. And Caleb Moss will cover right field for the Eau Claire North Huskies here this afternoon in Game 1. Flip that back. We'll put that right down. And there we go. And now the starting lineups, the batting orders, and the whole works. Let's do that. Yeah, River Falls the visitors here in Game 1 today. So there's your starting lineups. First, visitors, River Falls Wildcats. Let's do that first. Colton Maves. Brooksy Rivard. Landon McQuaid. Auden Pankinen. Cal Dumont. Lane Emmerden. Caden Kroll. Cal Usgard. Ethan Jeffers. Oh, he's fun to watch, Bill.
He sure is. He's got a lot of pitches that he can choose from.
And there's your starting lineups for your River Falls Wildcats. The visitors here in game one, and now the home team, the Eau Claire North Huskies. They're going to go right to the positions. Jack Gorman. Aiden Pankratz. Paxton Bush doesn't get a hitter. Zach Shipman will play shortstop. Cameron Buckman. Mason Bruzowitz. Second baseman Aaron Gust. And Ben Metler will be on the bump for the Eau Claire North Huskies.
Remove your hats and face the flags in left center field for the playing of the national anthem.
Well, good afternoon again, everybody. That will give you a good feeling right there. Got a good view of your Eau Claire North Huskies all lined up out there, and River Falls Wildcats here at First National Bank of River Falls Field. Beautiful setting for baseball, beautiful afternoon. The rain has stopped, the skies have parted, and we're going to play some baseball here this afternoon. On the bump for the Eau Claire North Huskies is Ben Metler, the big right-hander. He's got the rock. And they'll try to get it done for Eau Claire North Huskies against your River Falls Wildcats. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I got to turn that down. That's that number one blowing around in the wind down there. I got to fix that.
Well, that fence is moving a little bit more than I thought it would. Or that.
The wind flag is not blowing. It's just barely blowing.
Yeah, but just that little bit of backstop fence.
Yeah. All right, so we'll just turn that down for right now.
Feels like we haven't been here for a while, Kev.
Right? What, 3 days? Something like that. I don't know. Chase Rudolph will lead off here for the Wildcats here in the top of inning one. It took us like 4 innings to get used to the Wildcats being visitors.
I know.
And we're going to work really hard at that. They're going to flip it on us on the nightcap.
Right.
But we'll be okay.
Everything will be back to normal here in a little bit.
Back to normal. But hey, we'll get through. We'll get through. We'll do it. Here we go. And we're underway. Strike one on Chase Rudolph. Even looking at my scorecard, I'm so used to having the position for the Wildcats in the home slot. I always have to get my eyes are floating around my score sheet. The pitch. That one's there on the corner. Now it's quickly 0-2. Ben Metler pours in a couple fastball strikes. Eau Claire North in the, what color blue do we want to call that? The
North Carolina blue.
North Carolina blue.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
The robin's egg blue.
Yep.
The powder blue.
The 1971 Milwaukee Brewers
Blue. And the Wildcats in the dark, very dark blue top today. The pitch. That's hammered foul past the third baseman, and it'll stick at 1-2 now on leadoff batter, shortstop Chase Rudolph. Hello again, everybody, and welcome. I'm Kevin Westhouse, joined by Billy Jensen. We'll be bringing you along this afternoon. Twin spin today. This is the matinee game, I suppose you might want to call it, and then we'll go nightcap next. 1-2 strikes on Chase Rudolph. The pitch. That's flowing up into right center field, and that's down out in right center. And a base hit for Chase Rudolph. Little seeing eye single dropped right in between the right fielder and center fielder. And Chase Rudolph with a leadoff single. Now we go to catcher Colton Maves. There he is. See if we can get him to second base, get him in scoring position. Nice forced up lead. The pitch. That's away. Ball one. One ball and no strikes on catcher Colton Maves. Leadoff single for Chase Rudolph. Runner goes. Squibb shot foul. He'll have to come back. .78 miles an hour on that pitch off the arm of Ben Metler. Hey, Tyler Nelson says, watching from Culver's in River Falls. That a baby. Culver's have a TV. Should put it on their TV.
Right.
Check the runner again. He's back in safely. Ball pops up in the air. And everybody's good. It popped away from the first baseman. Nobody knew where it was, including the base runner or the first baseman. It didn't get very far from the first baseman, about 6 feet. And that was it. Rudolph out to his lead. Not going on this pitch. Shows bunt. Bunt's down. It's a beauty. Got to go one. They'll get the out at first, but sacrifice has been completed for Colton Maves. Really nice sacrifice bunt there by Colton Maves. Nice job by Ben Metler on the mound to field that. Throws Maves out, gets the first out. But more importantly for the Wildcats, they get a runner in scoring position now with just one out, and we go to Brooksy Rivard.
The big cat.
The big cat. Brooksy Rivard. The pitch to Brooks. That's away. Ball one. That must have been 77, huh?
Exactly what it was.
77.
You're dialed in already.
Just get off the team bus and get up here and, hey, dial in. Like riding a bike, Bill.
Yep.
1 ball and no strikes to Brooksy. That one, little frisbee flipped in there, came in the back door, stole a piece of apple pie off the counter, and bam, strike. He said, I'm not really doing anything out here. I'm just hanging out a foot outside the zone. Boom, strike. Now it's a fastball, similar spot. That one stuck outside. Yeah, that little frisbee throws. It's like, yeah, don't pay attention to me. I'm just a slow curveball out here in the batter's box of the right-handed batter. I'm really nothing. And then, bam, strike. Another fastball, same spot. Now 3-1 to Brooks Rivard. Ben Metler set. Runner out to his lead. The pitch. He walked him. And a one-out walk. And 3-hole hitter Brooks Rivard garners himself a free pass. Now it's first and second. First and second with 1 out, and we go to the 4-hole hitter. He's been pretty good this year, Landon McQuaid.
Real good. Real impressive seeing how he's come along all year long. He's hitting cleanup.
I think we might have his brother up here, Chase
We
McQuaid.
He's coming up in a little while here, which will be a lot of fun.
Protractor, foul and out of play. It's 0-1 on Landon McQuaid. Mike Jones says, let's go Cats. Come on, Brooksy. Well, he got the free pass. How about that? There he is over there.
Mike Jones, uncle of Brooksy. He's the uncle of the big cat.
The big cat. It's that similar curveball we saw earlier, about 59 on the gun.
Yep, 61.
61, yeah.
Yeah.
It's flipped in there like a whammo frisbee. We'll call that pitch the whammo.
Just innocent old me.
Just innocent old me. I'm really nothing. Don't pay attention to me. Spin, boom, corner, strike. I'm just a little harmless little spinner out here. 2 feet off the plate. That's nothing, really. The 0-2. Here it comes. Another one. And he got him with that one. Boy, that curveball's working
It
for
is working.
Mettler right now and gets McQuaid swinging. And now there's 2 outs. And it's going to be up to Auden Pankin in the center fielder. Two on for the Cats. There they are. First and second, 2 in the bucket. Looking for that big clutch hit here. Maybe Auden Pankinen's got some magic. The Nebraska recruit. Chopper, right side. Fielded by the first baseman. Says, I'll take that myself. And he does. And that will do it for the Cats here in the top of inning 1. That leadoff single goes to waste. They get nothing. They get no runs on the 1 hit, no errors. And 2 left. After 1/2 inning complete, it is the River Falls Wildcats nothing, and the Eau Claire North Huskies coming to bat. Started out promising, didn't it? You got the
sure
nice
did.
single off the bat of Chase Rudolph, Colton Maves with the nice sacrifice bunt. You got the walk, 4 or 5 hitters coming up, and you got a strikeout and a soft ground out, and that'll do her. Hey, Eli Blue.
Want to do defense, Kev?
Yeah, let's do it. Hold on a second here. Yeah, let's do it. Defensively for your River Falls Wildcats, Ethan Jeffers. He's fun to watch. He's on the mound today for the River Falls Wildcats. He'll be pitching to his battery mate Colton Maves. Brooks Rivard is over there at first base. Cal Usgard at second base. Chase Rudolph at shortstop. Cal Dumond will cover the bag over there at 3 today. Caden Kroll will get to start out in left field. Auden Pankinen finds himself in a familiar spot out in center field today to start the game. And Landon McQuaid will cover the right field area. There's your starting defensive lineup for your River Falls Wildcats. Get this back in position for everybody at home. Get that right in there. Tuck that in there neatly. There we go.
And I did talk to Coach Bishop before the game, and Auden will be throwing in game number 2, so we'll get to see Pankinen on the mound for the second game.
Couple dandies today. Fun stuff here.
Real fun.
At the ballpark. So between next innings, I'm going to go try to fix that microphone down there by the dugout. The one that's banging on the wall. Making his way to the plate, Levante Bean for the Eau Claire North Huskies. Levante Bean is in. We're in. Let's go. Ethan Jeffers throws one right past him. Fastball to knees. It's 0-1 on left fielder Levante Bean. Ethan Jeffers, he's been just short of sensational this year. It's been good. Threw that combined no-hitter against Hudson. Had a complete game win. Boy, he's just pitched nice.
And it's been fun to watch, too, like you said.
Just a junior.
Yep.
The 0-2 fouled away at the plate, and Levante Bean will live for another pitch. 3 straight strikes off the bat of Ethan Jeffers. 79 miles an hour on that pitch. He's crafty.
He is crafty.
He's got 4 pitches. Let's see what he comes with here. How about that big 12-6 yacker? That's one of them. That's nasty.
Oofty.
Coming to bat, right fielder number 11, Felix Moss.
Yeah, he's got the 12-6 thing working, and that was that there, and that was tight. One down, we go to Caleb Moss.
Do you think that's his favorite pitch?
I don't know.
I don't either, but if it isn't, man.
It depends what day it is.
Oh, yeah, good point.
He's got some favorites.
Hoofty.
That's he's got 4 favorites. There it is again. So that felt pretty good. I think I'll come back with that again. Does. And it's 0-1. It's a lot of strikes so far.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that, Bill? That looked pretty good. Called the ball. It's 1-1 now on right fielder Caleb Moss.
He really disguises his pitches well, doesn't he? You don't know what he's bringing.
Very similar arm slot to all of that junk.
Yep.
That's high and away, and that fastball, it must have been, what, 83?
81.
There we go. 2-1 now on Caleb Moss. Jet Gorman waits on deck for the Eau Claire North Huskies. That one's right down Hanson Drive. It's 2-2. I think Caleb Moss looking for something a little different there, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2-2. The 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Yacker, back ankle breaker, just misses. Pretty tough to lay off of that.
I was just thinking that same thing.
He does lay off. And it's 3-2 now. Ground ball.
Good job.
Eat that. Scoop it. The big cat over there just sitting on that hard hit ground ball off the bat of Caleb Moss. And Brooksy Rivard gets himself a 3 unassisted out. There's quickly 2 down. Now we go to catcher Jack Gorman. Ethan Jeffers, there he is. 2 quick outs. He'll work from the windup, and here it comes. Flown up. Pankinen back. Under it. Major league fly ball, Bill. That thing had some elevation on it. Right at Auden Pankinen in a mild breeze today, and that will do it after that fly out to center. They get no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left after 1 inning of play here from First National Bank at River Falls Field. Cats nothing, Huskies nothing. Let's go to inning 2.
Pankin plays center field really well, doesn't he?
He does. He saw that ball well off the bat, had it played perfectly. A little breeze today, nothing out of the north-northwest, maybe 3 to 5 miles an hour. So for a better description, it'll be kind of blowing from left to right.
Yeah. But not much of a factor.
No, not really. It's not going to help any ball.
No.
But it's not going to hurt that much either. It's flittering. Kind of blowing in from left more than left to right. So if you want to get one out of here and left, you're probably going to have to square it up pretty good.
Mm-hmm. That was a pretty efficient first inning. We had 17 pitchers by Mettler, and Jeffers had 11.
Real efficient. Hey, due up for the Wildcats here in inning 2. Cal Dumond, Lane Emiden, and Caden Kroll. Six, 7, 8. You would know that, though, because Bill Jensen's got that on your television for you. That's a nice feature you put on there, Bill. Bill spends a lot of time in pregame getting all those names, positions, batting orders loaded up. So thank Billy Jensen for bringing you that. That's really nice work, Bill.
Thank you. I enjoy being at the park.
Good spot to be, isn't it?
It sure is.
Cal Dumont, he's in. We're in. Let's go. Top at 2. Ball down and away, low, ball 1. Sun's in and out behind some wispy, puffy clouds here today. Softly hit, right side, and foul. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one is just down. Really good take there by Cal Dumont. That looked good off the arm. It was a strike most of the way. It just dropped out of the zone the last 6 feet. That's away, 3-1.
Looks like he's got primarily 2 pitches, huh, Kev?
Two that he's used most of the time.
Yeah.
Ben Metler. Oh, that one just finds a corner. A little Smet mixer backed up off the plate. Little beep, 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 and he got the strike call. It's 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. That's hit pretty well in the center field.
That
Center
is hit
fielder
well.
going back, still going back. He thinks he's got a beat on it and makes the catch right in front of only rain in the drain out there in deep right center field. Cal Dumont puts a pretty good juice into that, but ran down by Aiden Pankratz out in deep right center field. There's one loud out, and now we go to Lane Emiden. Emiden swings through that, gets a piece, it's strike one.
Pankratz did a nice job playing that ball, but there's a lot of seniors and juniors on this Huskies team. You can tell, too.
Well-seasoned veteran
Very
team.
much.
That's hit into right field. Get down, ball. Nope.
Ah.
That's an Adam ball. So he squares that up. He goes the other way with that, does Lane Emiden, but it's right at right fielder Caleb Moss. Caleb Moss didn't have to move but about 1 foot and
Yep.
caught that chest high. That ball got no more than 15 feet off the ground. And it was a line out to right. There's now 2 down, and we'll go to Caden Kroll.
That was well struck.
Well struck baseball. Good old-fashioned Adam ball. Right Adam. The 1-0. Inside. I hit him. Just ticked him. And on down to first goes Caden Kroll on the 2-out hit by pitch. And now we go to the 9-hole hitter, Cal Usgard. Hey, why not drop a nickel in the merry-go-round, see if this thing will take, huh? With 2 in the bucket.
Good time for it.
Right now, we'll go to Cal Usgard now. Check the runner.
Ooh.
Oh, there he is. He yells the old fake. I didn't get the ball trick. No sale. I love that though. When I'm playing, I'm always doing that. Like, why not? Sometimes a guy might buy it.
I saw
Right?
Clemson. Clemson did the hidden ball trick yesterday.
And
it worked.
It works. And like right there, I mean, I like that. I'm going to talk about that in a second here.
Good.
So that's hit through on the right side. That's through.
Nice hit, Cal.
Cal Dumont.
Usgard.
Cal Usgard, thank you. Usgard, nice 2-out single. Now it's first and second. And we go to Chase Rudolph back to the top of the order. He's 1 for 1 today. Why not now? So yeah, with their first baseman, Cameron Buckman, he gave the chop steps, but as long as you're doing that, just go ahead and sell it. Like, go ahead and really chop it and get out there 9 feet, really sell it and give a gasp even. As long as you're doing it, you might as well just go all out.
Right.
You give it like 6, 9 chop steps,
Maybe a little.
and you get a little ball, and it's something, right? You sell it. You will get that guy every now and then.
God darn it.
Yeah, that. Like, oh, ball down the line. Something, right? It works. Flowing up. High fly ball into left field. Left fielder under it and makes the catch. And that will do it. So Levante Bean gets under that high fly ball off the bat of Chase Rudolph, and that will do it for the Cats here in inning 2. They do get another runner in scoring position, but fail to get the clutch 2-out hit and leave them stranded. They get no runs on the 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base after an inning and a half from First National Bank at River Falls Field. There still is no score. And let's go thank our sponsor, Miss Sarah Jenkins.
Hi, my name is Sarah Jenkins, and I'm your River Falls Realtor. Wildcat baseball season is heating up, and so is the River Falls housing market. Whether you're cheering for the stand or dreaming of a home run property, know that I've got you covered. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, or maybe you just want to know the value of your home, give me a call today at 612-703-3944, or you can visit sarahjenkins.com.
Thank you, Sarah Jenkins with Property Executives Realty. She's at 612-703-3944, or you can find her at sarahjenkins.com. She's a pro. She'll handle all of your buying and selling real estate needs in the greater River Falls area. Thank you, Sarah Jenkins, for being a proud sponsor of Wildcat baseball right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network.
She does a great job. I see that she was interviewing Greg Peters for
yes.
her recent podcast.
Yeah, that was good.
She does a nice job here in the community.
Real nice. Due up for Eau Claire North here in the bottom of inning 2. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Pancratz, Bush, and Shipman.
Bottom of the second inning, the Wildcat Huskies, the center fielder number 12, Aiden Pancratz.
So Pancratz is going to work his way to the dish. Let's go. Bottom of inning 2. Two good pitchers today.
Mm-hmm.
Hammered
Ooh.
left field right at the third baseman. Bang, bang.
Wow.
Exit velocity 103 off the bat of Pancratz, but reached out and stabbed by Cal Dumond. He didn't have to go far. It was a bang, bang play.
It sure was.
Line out to third for Pancratz. 1 pitch, 1 out, allowed out. Wow. Scorched, wasn't it?
It was. That was well hit.
Called
Then
a strike.
then he brings
And then he brings that.
naughtiness back.
That's filthy. 0-1. Now on Paxton Bush.
Ooh.
Set a ball and a strike.
Cal Dumond didn't even leave his feet to get that scorched hit.
It was bang, bang.
Yep. It was well done, Cal.
That ball's walloped.
It was walloped.
That's frustrating sometimes as a batter, right? You just see a pitch you like, you get a fastball inside half, thigh high, you barrel it up, just drive it somewhere.
And it feels great.
It feels great, like butter on your fingertips, and then just right in the guy's mitt. The 2-1. That one's there. Now 2-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of inning 2. But, hey, you're going to get the grip tape single a little later in the game, so
right.
it all evens out in this game of baseball. It's a crazy game.
But they still stink at the time.
They do. My God, what did I have to do to buy a hit?
Right. Ooh.
Didn't hit him. He didn't move much.
Nope.
And on down to first goes Paxton Bush. That falls under any way, right? Just wear one. Now we go to Zach Shipman with a runner at first and 1 out. 6th spot in the order. Shipman is in. Shortstop for the Huskies.
Colton Maves did a nice job kind of settling Jeffers down after that hit by pitch. Just went out there and said, hey, just some strikes, brother. We've got this.
Nice block.
Real nice. Good job, Colton. You know which way the wind's blowing? The popcorn way.
Yeah, I smell that. It's blowing from the Liney's Lodge into the booth. That's our description today. That one finds the corner. It's 1-1. Let's see if they try to get designated hitter Paxton Bush in motion. Keep an eye on that for you.
He looks a little twitchy.
Little twitchy. Protractor left side. That could be 2 to second for 1. On to first.
Got him.
Got him. 5, 4, 3. Inning ending double play. Tries to go Oppo Tacos, speaking of food right there. Hits it at third baseman Cal Dumond. Flips it to his second baseman Cal Uskard, who flips it over to Brixie Rivard, the big cat at first. And Zach Shipman hits into the 5-4-3 inning ending double play. Pitcher's best friend. Not many pitches that inning for Ethan Jeffers after all was said and done. They get no runs on no hits, no errors. None left. After 2 complete, there still is no score from First National Bank at River Falls Field.
I think Chase McQuaid is going to be coming up here probably either this inning or the next inning. So it'll be fun to have him up here. Hey, speaking of the
There
demo.
he is right there. Grab a headset.
Leading off the top of the third inning for the Wildcats. Catcher number 3, Colton Mays.
Hey, Chase McQuaid, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Can you hear okay? Too loud? Not loud enough? How about
No, I'm good.
How about right there?
That's good. Thank
All
you.
right, you bet. You bet. Grab a chair. Sit on down. Sit a spell.
Going to hang out for a while?
Yeah.
Good.
I'll
Hang
be here
on
for
up.
a couple innings.
Awesome.
Popped up right side. Second baseman calling. Back onto the outfield grass and makes the catch. One pitch, one out. And Colton Maves goes down on a soft fly to second.
Number 22, Brooks Robard.
There's one out. Now we're going to go to the big cat, Brooksy Rivard. He walked his first time up today. Some good pitching on today, Chase.
Yeah,
Pitchers duel.
it's been fun to watch.
Runs will be at a premium. Cats have had runners in scoring position twice. They've left 4 on base here in 2 innings. That never bodes well as these tight games go on. You need that clutch 2-out base hit.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to find a way. Like shades of the Milwaukee Brewers. A lot of guys on base.
That's not the good shades right now.
Brooksy Rivard, 2 balls, no strike. He walked his first time up today. The pitch. Chopper right back to the pitcher. On to first. Got him by 17 steps. And Brooksy Rivard grounds out to the pitcher. There's quickly 2 down. Hey, now we go to Chase's brother, Landon McQuaid, Bino McQuaid. So how long has he had Bino, Chase? Quite a while?
Yeah, it's
His whole
been
life?
ever since he was a little baby. Yeah.
Swings through that slide piece. It's 0-1. He saw a pretty steady diet of breaking balls his first time up. And swung through that big old Uncle Charlie, the big yacker. He got back-to-back yackers and couldn't make contact. There's another one right there, and it's 0-2. Slider, 12-6 curveball. Let's see if they'll stick with something 3 and a wiggle here maybe, huh? Maybe try to climb the ladder on him one time or not mess. Nope.
Nope.
No.
Ooh.
Whoa.
And
Ooh, Bino.
He'll wear that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Careful, Bino.
Look at the umpire getting between it. He's like sensing something big happening here. Brewa.
Walk there, son. Walk down there, son.
I don't think so.
The new batter is center fielder
So it's a 2-out, 0-2 hit by pitch. I'm going to say, and Chase, you've been around baseball long enough, that is not intentional.
No.
No, especially coming from my brother. He wouldn't do that on purpose. He's just probably
It
doesn't.
hurt,
He wants to get a hit. And
right?
Well, plus he was trying to throw the bat back, and it just kind of stuck
Yeah,
in his hand
yeah.
a bit, so that wasn't anything that he was trying to do there.
No, it just, they'll sting sometimes. Like, dang it. You give the old dang it. That hurts.
Yeah.
Now we go to Auden Pankinen with 2 outs. See if Auden can get one in a gap here and maybe get the kid around. They're going to check the runner. He's back in safely. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, almost got him on the crossover there.
He was leaning.
That's a pretty good move by that
is
pitcher,
a
though,
good
Chase.
move.
You get the guy on between his 3rd and 4th step as he's leaning out and then get the quick throw over. That's not a bad move.
Bino's teasing him.
Down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Many stolen bases for Bino or not?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I haven't been here to watch
It's
him
a
run
lot.
enough.
How about in the backyard? Is he stealing a lot of bases in the backyard? Can he beat you on a 40-yard dash? Or
Oh,
not?
no.
That one's down 2-0. That's what I was after, Chase.
No,
That's what I was after.
He wishes, but not yet.
Someday.
Check
Oof.
the runner again.
Oh!
He's back in
Good
safely. Dropped by the first baseman. Yeah, I suppose with 2 outs, you might, take a chance, try to get him to second base here. If you get a
Maybe.
good jump, right? Test the arm of catcher Jack Gorman. I don't know. Not going. The pitch. That's down now 3-0. Should Pankinen reach? Cal Dumond waits on deck for the Cats.
Looks like Bino's getting into Mettler's head a little bit. 3-0. He's paying a lot of attention to him.
That's a nice forced-up lead with a little toe pick on the
Sure
end of
is.
that. That one's there. Now 3-1. Take all the way for Pankinen. 3 balls and a strike.
Chase, are you all done with school now?
Yeah, I've been home for a couple weeks now. We just got back. I had my last day of school on April 30th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been back for a little bit.
Hit towards short. Gathered, and they go to second the easy way on that. So Pankin hits one pretty well, but right at shortstop Zach Shipman. And Shipman flips it to his second baseman, and that'll do it for the Cats here on the ground out in inning 3. They send 4 to the plate. They get no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 2.5 in the books now from First National Bank of River Falls Field. There still is no score. 0-0. We're going to the bottom of inning 3 as Eau Claire North is the home team here in game 1. So these close games, I mean, you're in the dugout and you realize you got to scratch and claw and find a way to get a run. So who's leading that? You know, the bench players, the position players? Is there someone you look to? Is there always that guy who can do that or what?
Yeah, some teams have a guy like that, but at the end of the day, it's definitely a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just got to go out there and you got to find a way to push one across.
Right.
Just continue good at bats, on for the next guy.
Mm-hmm. There have been some good at-bats. There have been some hard-hit balls today for both teams and right at people. So a lot of Adam balls.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of line-outs, hard-hit ground ball outs, and some major league fly ball outs.
So, Chase, I've been really excited to have you come up and hang out with us for a little bit, and I really wanted to ask you, for the last 15, 16 months, you've had a heck of a ride and a heck of a journey. You went from your senior year of high school, then you went to the Fish, and then you went to Concordia St. Paul. Just tell us a little bit about that, because that's a heck of a journey. Now you're back with the Fish, obviously. So that's really cool. You're living the dream that most of us would kill for. So just walk us through that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, this last year has been awesome. Just going from playing high school baseball and having a really successful year that we were just a couple out short, but
yeah,
it was a super successful season. And then going from that straight to playing for the Fish, which is something I've always wanted to do. Just like I remember being 10 years old and
ground ball
wanting to play.
Right side gathered on to first, got him by 4 steps. Hey, once again, good defense by the Wildcats. That time it's Cal Usgard filling his position well at second base. And Buckman goes down on a ground out to second. There's one down. Now we go to Mason Bruzowitz, the third baseman. Yeah, the Fish is fun, isn't it? For town ball, isn't that fun?
Yeah, it's a really good time. The atmosphere is like something I've never seen before.
It's crazy good for town ball.
Yeah.
Well, and you didn't just play for them. You ignited them. You were certainly a spark plug in a lot of ways. You had a heck of a season. You were playing catcher, so you're playing at one of the most important positions. You helped them win the state championship and played an instrumental role throughout the season. So you played at a really high level. Yeah,
we had a bunch of guys that definitely came through for us, especially in that playoff run.
How fun was that, though?
That was a lot of fun.
It was awesome. It was a really good way to end the summer.
Really good. 2 balls and a strike now on 8-hole hitter Mason Bruzowitz, the third baseman. Ethan Jeffers has faced the minimum up to this point of the baseball game. That double play in there sure helped after the hit by pitch. Just misses inside. Good take there by Bruzowitz. Ice water in his veins. It's now 3-1. Not going to see a lot of fastballs. He saw one there and let it go by. Now it's 3-1. Let's see if Jeffers comes back with a junker. Nope, fastball again away, and he walked him. 5-pitch walk to 8-hole hitter Mason Bruzowitz, and second base runner of the game for North. And now we go to Aaron Gust, the second baseman, with a runner on.
So then after the Fish season, then you went to college pretty much right away. Did you start baseball right away when you went there, or did you have a little bit of a break?
So once we got on campus, we had about 2 weeks off.
Okay.
And that was just for everybody to kind of rest their bodies, get acclimated to college life and being on your own. And then we started practices and fall games right away.
Wow. You had fall games right away?
Yeah, so our first fall games were against just the teams around there. So
Gotcha.
McAllister College and Century College. And those started pretty quickly. Nice play.
Real
Check
nice play.
Swing, back to the pitcher, double play. Second inning ending double play for the Huskies, turned by the Wildcats. That one was a little check swing off the bat of Aaron Gust. Right to Ethan Jeffers, who looked up and said, hey, Mason Brusewitz is way off of first base. I'll just flip it over there and get that double play. So it goes line out to the pitcher. Then it goes 1-3. So L1-1-3 for scoring along at home with your McGregor scorebook and your number 2, a lead pencil. So they end up sending the minimum to the plate again. They get no runs on no hits, no errors, and none left. 3 in the books now from First National Bank at River Falls Field. Still zip, zip. Let's go thank our main sponsor, First National Bank of River Falls. Oops, that's the wrong one. Right here.
Locally rooted and proudly running for 120 years, the First National Bank of River Falls consistently supports the community through donations and volunteer initiatives. First National Bank of River Falls, serving up big bank services with a small town charm.
Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls, proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport, right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. That sounds kind of important, doesn't it?
It
YouTube
does.
network.
It is. Very important.
Sounds like kind of a big deal. It's just not, but it make it sound like it is.
So when you started fall ball, how did you feel about that? So you played at a high level, Division I in high school. You played with the state championship Fish, and then you go to a D2 college. Obviously, an incredible program. How was that transition?
The transition from high school to college is definitely a big one. You just think about it. Everybody was the best player at their high school,
right?
And now it's just 40 of us on the same team.
I always say that to people. They never quite get it until they get there. I'm like, you have no idea until if you're going to be a college player and you get there and you go, oh my God, everybody's really good,
right?
Like they're in weak spots, and it's competitive and it's hard.
And everyone just got done playing, so it's not like anyone had a real break.
Yeah.
So they're at their peak of their season.
Yeah, you definitely got to earn your stripes.
Was there any surprises when you went there? Was there anything that like kind of caught you off guard, or did you think you were pretty well prepared?
I think the Fish really prepared me over the summer.
Softly hit out in front of the plate. Going to be a tough play. Got to go to one. High throw, safe. Pulled him off the base. E2 on the throw there. E2. Yeah, you hit a bunch of flush rockets, you get nothing. You hit a little number 3 feet out in front of the plate, and you reach. So Cal Dumont reaches on an E2. Leadoff batter's on. Now we go to Lane Amidon, who lined out to right his first time up. He hit one really hard the first time right at right fielder Caleb Moss. Let's see if head coach Bishop elects to bunt here or not. We're at the 7 spot in the order. Potential bunt opportunity here. Wouldn't you think so, Chase?
Yeah,
tight ball game. Where runner goes.
So.
How about runner steal, throw down, and
safe.
Ball's on into center field. If the throw's there, they're going to get him. The throw's a little short and skips away from the fielder and into second base. Safe is Cal Dumond on a stolen base, and there he is at second base with nobody out. And you know what? I like bunting right here because then you're going to get that guy to third with less than 2 outs.
For sure.
So we'll see if Bishop elects to do that or he wants to play for the big inning here. Shows bunt, pulls back. And it's kind of tough bunt coverage too, right? I mean, you got to have it looks like they're going to have their third baseman stay back. So then you're going to just rely on your pitcher to cover that whole side over there, which is quite a bit of real estate to cover, actually.
Yeah, it is.
We'll leave it right here for you folks at home to watch this thing develop. See if he bunts one down the third baseline. He squares around, tries to go first baseline, and almost caught by the catcher, but it falls harmlessly down to planet Earth. It's 2-1. So it looks like first baseman's charging. Second base is going to cover first base. I still think the play here maybe go left side, make that pitcher field that.
Yeah.
Longer throw, more real estate to cover, but let's see. Just get it down. How about that? He offers at it. I think it hit him, but it doesn't matter. He offered at it. Yep, that's a strike, says the field umpire. And now it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Like I tell Bill, this is where my high school coach gets ticked off.
He's still giving you the bunt sign.
He gives me the old, come on, get that down.
Oh, yeah.
And then just bunt again. Just shout it out.
If you don't get that down, you're not getting home.
You're right.
I remember whenever we would bunt, at least especially last year, like if we messed up, we were practicing that for a good 20 minutes the next practice.
You just knew it was coming?
Yeah, we were all going to get at least 15 bunts off the machine as a team.
Practice was 4 hours long.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a little bit about that in a second, too. 3 balls and 2 strikes away, and he gets to walk. So when my son played at Cal State Chico, they spent half an hour every practice bunting. They had
Really?
They had bunting games, bunting zones. They had, bunting penalties and bunting rewards. But bunting was a big part of that game. And it was 30 minutes in every practice, bunting.
Yeah, that's how we started every single one of our practices this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Our first rounds off of the machine was always 2 sacrifices, 2 bunts for hits, and
That's behind him. And runners advance on that pitch behind Caden Kroll. So an error, a walk. Hey, it's set up pretty good right now for the Wildcats. 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out for Caden Kroll, hitting in the 8th spot. And we know head coach Ryan Bishop's not afraid to suicide squeeze.
no, not at all.
We'll keep an eye on that. The 1-0. Flown up, right side, short right field. I don't know if it's going to be deep enough to score the run, and it's not going to be. And everybody's going to hold. Yeah, it was very short right field. Nice job out there by right fielder Caleb Moss. Got behind that ball. Even though it was short, he used his momentum and kept his momentum coming forward towards the field of play and just did not allow those runners to advance. And now it's 2nd, 3rd with 1 out. So Kroll flies out to short right. 1 down. Cal Usgard now is at the dish. It's going to be up to Cal and maybe give him 1 shot here and then maybe a suicide squeeze. Infield's tucked in. Run's going to be at a premium here. Swings through that fastball. It's 0-1. Head coach Ryan Bishop running through a myriad of signs. Cal Usgard looks at the barrel of his bat. We can keep it right here. Not going. The pitch swings through it, gets a piece. It's 0-2. We go back to the top of the order after Cal Usgard. Chase Rudolph waits on deck. I mean, it's 4th inning. That's a big juncture in this game, right? No score. 2nd and 3rd. There's nobody out. Now there's 1 out. High chopper on the infield.
Ooh.
It's bobbled over his head. Here comes the runner around 3rd, and they'll score 2 on the miscue by the Huskies. That was a deal where I think he felt like maybe he had to hurry the throw and just didn't see it all the way through into the mitt, and then that caused the error. 2-run error. That's a big miscue there for the Huskies. Zach Shipman, I think he felt like he had to hurry that and just popped up off his mitt on into short left field and allowed 2 runs to score, and it's 2-0 Cats. And now we go back to the top of the order to Chase Rudolph.
Looked like he pulled his head just a little bit on that one. It was actually watching the runner a little bit more than what he should have been.
Yeah, it's that thing where you're like, I don't have much time. I am playing in, right? But I'm gonna have to field this cleanly and make a good play, and that caused the error. Now we're back to the top of the order. Rudolph's got a hit. He has a hit today. He's 1 for 2. There's a runner at first. Nice 4-step lead. I mean, hats off to Usgard getting that ball in play, right? Even with the infield tucked in, you get a ball in play, you never know what can happen there. So, if you're feeling like striking out, just maybe get one in play somewhere. Back to first, and they got him at first base. You saw it right there at home. Umpire punched him out and pick off over there at first. Now there's 2 outs. So Usgard is picked off on a 1-3. There's 2 down now, and now the bases are clear for Rudolph, and he could be free swinging here. What do you think, Chase? Maybe he was going to be going there and got a little twitchy. Ground ball to 3rd. He steps back on that. Now over to first. Dug out. And safe at first base. Just beats that out. Boy, I tell you what, third baseman had to make a decision there. And the decision for Mason Brusovich was to play back on that ball rather than come and get it on the short hop. And it cost him there, infield base hit. You got to make a decision, right? And if you come and get it on the short hop, that's going to be a tough play. but might be your only play, and there it was. So.
Yeah, it's one of those you got to make a decision off the bat whether you want to go in for that or not.
And he said, I think my arm is hammered to left field, and that is jerked foul. Yeah, I think he sat back and said, I'm going to trust my arm here, and didn't realize how he wasn't going to beat the speedy Chase Rudolph. Rudolph's got 2 hits today now, and we're going to Colton Maves at 0-1. Runner goes. Ball gets away, thinking about 3. Here he is. Now he's going to check it up and said, I'm good at 2. Good hustle there behind the dish by Jack Gorman. That wall's pretty lively back here, isn't it, as a catcher?
Yeah, especially if it hits off that concrete on the bottom.
It's going back at you pretty quick.
Yeah, it's coming back.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 in the bucket. Runner at second base. Hey, there's one out there yet, huh? How about that, Colton Maves?
Ooh.
Check him. He's back in safely. It's 1-1, and they already picked 1 off this inning. They're going for a pair, but they don't get Chase Rudolph there. He dives back in. Good opportunity here for Colton Maves, the catcher with 2 outs. Tack another one on for the Cats. Ground ball left side. That's deep in the hole as well. Throws across the infield, and that one is dug out over there by first baseman Cameron Buckman to get Colton Maves on a ground out to third for out number 3. 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 left on base. After 3.5 complete now from First National Bank of River Falls Field, the Cats 2, the Eau Claire North Huskies nothing. Pretty fortunate right there for the Cats, right? They get the 2 runs on 1 hit. The 2 errors really costly for the Eau Claire North Huskies there that game.
Yeah,
that
for sure.
So then getting back, so you went to fall ball, and then you went to your spring trip. That's got to be like one of the coolest things, just to go on a spring trip.
Yeah, it was really fun.
And I know you traveled a lot because you were part of the Blizzards before,
Yep.
right? So you're used to traveling a lot, and you've got some really cool things that you do with club ball. But college, D2, traveling, where did you go to Arizona?
Yeah,
Tucson?
Yeah, we went to Tucson.
Yeah. So that must have been really surreal and really fun just to go down with your teammates on that kind of a trip.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was, I mean, you just build relationships with these guys starting in September, and all of a sudden we're all in a place that we don't know that well. We don't want to go mess around, and
Right.
we had to find the mix of having fun and also
Knowing why
staying
you're down there.
focused.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then I looked at some of the teams you were playing. You were playing some pretty significant teams down there. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how many teams you played or how many games you played, but there were some great teams that you were playing against.
Yeah, we had, I think, seven games down there, and I think we played 1 full series down there against Minot because I think it was like 35 and snowing up here at that point. So nobody wanted to play in that weather, and we'd rather play in 75 and sunny down
No
there.
doubt. So that's kind of a cool thing. You go down, and that's some impressive ball that you're playing down there, and you're thrown right into the mix, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, just to see that and being around it had to be something. You're a small town kid.
Yeah.
But I know
mean,
you're used to playing at a high level, but that's still at a whole nother level.
Yeah, I mean, just watching all the older guys and learning why they do what they do and how they go about their work was definitely something that I picked up on this year.
All right, here we go. Bottom of inning 4. Your scoreboard's correct. That is just the 30th pitch off the arm of Ethan Jeffers, and boy, that's nice, huh?
Yeah, he's very efficient.
I don't think we've seen that all season, Bill.
No.
Look out.
Oh.
That's high and tight. Threw it over his head. It's 1-1 now. Leadoff batter, Levante Bean. Levante struck out swinging his first time up. We're at the top of the order, and Jeffers has faced just a minimum thanks to 2 inning-ending double plays for the Cats. Whew, that's at 12-6 yacker. He got him to strike out on that his first time up, and that is just an absolute backyard whiffler with a flat side on it. The 1-2. Chopper in front of the plate and foul, and we'll stick at 1-2 on Levante being the left fielder for the Eau Claire North Huskies. Huskies 5-5 on the season. Wildcats 6-4 in the Big Rivers Conference, and If someone got 2 of these today, you might take a log out of the log jam there in the middle of the Big Rivers Conference. Just missed there. Two balls, 2 strikes. Jeffers works quickly. The pitch. Same pitch he struck him out on the first time. Just a 12-6 yacker. And down goes Bean. There's 1 out. He's like, oh my gosh, that thing starts above my head and drops it to my knees.
I'll just go take a seat. Thank you.
Yeah, right? That's wicked. Caleb Moss in now. Grounded out to the big cat at first base, his first time up. There he looks at one just low. Every Wildcat fan at home is just yelling at their TV, where is that? That was close, just down maybe a bit. The 1-0 on its way. Grounder right back to second. At a play, throw it across, and got him. Nice play out there at second base. By Cal Uskard. Uskard, he had fielding his position. That was tricky because it wasn't hit that hard. Kind of had to come and get it, and then he had to make a good throw. So Moss grounds out to second. There's 2 down. Now we go to Jack Gorman, who flew out to center his first time up, and he hit one pretty well to center field his first time up, and ground ball left side. Shortstop gathers it on to first. Got him by 3 steps, and boy, another pretty efficient inning there off the arm of Ethan Jeffers. Holy cats. How would he throw 6 pitches there?
Yeah, I had 9.
9
okay. For the whole inning.
Niner. Just an absolute Ferris Bueller. 9. 9 times. Did you get that reference to Ferris Bueller's Day Off or no?
I did. I don't chase
it.
I've seen the movie, but
yeah. So how many days has your son been absent? 9 times. 9. 9. And then Ferris is on the computer. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Beep beep. So when you get to 9, we just call that a Ferris Bueller. So
you have to be over 40 to understand
that one. Yeah, we got a lot of these older movie references.
Right.
3 up, 3 down again for their Clare North Huskies. It's just a minimum to the plate so far for them. Ethan Jeffers been extremely efficient. They get no runs on the no hits, no errors, none left. 4 in the books now. We're getting to the middle to late frames. We're going to the 5th. 2-0 Cats. In a game that's got some serious pace on it right now.
It sure does.
That's guaranteed to slow it down. That comment right there.
Yeah. Yep. We just put the brakes on her.
Chase, pull your microphone right up a little bit more. You got a lot of pearls. We don't want to miss any. There you go. Oh, that's tight right there.
So then after your spring trip, then you came back and you played your regular season. It probably wasn't the season that you all wanted, but was it did you think that – how did you think it went for you? Did you have the expectations of what you would see, or did you think that you would be playing more or playing less? Or
So we went into it, and I wanted to play, but we had 3 really good catchers, and we were all battling for it all winter, and not playing was obviously harder coming from a place where you've played every game all the way growing up, and but just the learning experience of watching older guys that have more experience, and just asking as many questions as you possibly can.
1 ball and 1 strike on Brooks Rivard. The pitch. That is the nature of college baseball, right? You got to wait your turn. There's a lot of upperclassmen and a lot of competition, and just my advice would be, if you can stick it out, because you will get your opportunity eventually. Flown up. It's not fun. Center fielder drifting back. He's under it, and the ball finally comes out of orbit.
It does.
Took one of Elon Musk's satellites out, and there's 1 down. Starlink is 1 satellite shorter after that towering fly ball off the bat of Brooks Rivard. There's 1 down, and now we're going to Landon McQuaid. McQuaid is 0 for 1, and he's been hit by a pitch as well today.
And we've got his big brother Chase McQuaid up here in the booth right now, which is exciting.
Former Wildcat.
There it is.
Attaboy,
Get
Bino.
down, ball. That's down, getting the gap, not quite. And Bino McQuaid with a 1-out single to right center field. Gets the ball that's belt high kind of away, drives it the other way, and gets himself a 1-out base knock And he's on there at first base now for Auden Pankin in the center fielder.
He definitely felt good about that one.
And I feel good about that. That's a nice base hit. That's a solid single right there.
That was also Mettler's fastest pitch at 81, so he tagged it up pretty nice.
Away. Bino McQuaid stands there at first base now with 1 out. Auden Pankinen trying to get him around. The 1-0, here it comes. That's away, 2-0. So how about this ballpark? You played at a lot of places, Chase. So what do you think of this? How does this rank?
This is definitely up there. Playing for, especially for Blizzard, when we're traveling around the country, playing at a bunch of different fields.
That's well hit baseball. Center fielder going back, still going back. He's on his horse. I'm not sure he's going to get there, and catches it right in front of the Ace Hardware sign in deep center field. Wow. Pankin had put a juice into that, and that was caught right in front of the warning track in deep center field. Auden Pankinen with a loud out there. Nice job by the center fielder arranging back and making that catch.
Kind of hung up there, didn't it?
That's Pankratz out there.
Yeah, he did a nice job playing that ball, but I thought it was going to get over his head at first.
If the wind was going the other direction, 5 miles an hour, that might have got out of here. He hit it into the wind. There's not a lot of wind, but it would hit it into a little bit of a breeze.
Just enough.
There's 2 outs. Cal Dumont now with a chance with 2 in the bucket. That's hit through on the right side. 2-out single for Dumont. Couple singles this inning. There's 2 more on for the Cats, and now we're going to go to designated hitter Lane Amidon with 2 in the bucket. No, we haven't had that 2-out hit today with runners in scoring position. How about right now?
Yeah, this is as good as time of ever.
Right now in the 5th inning, Jeffers would just really like some insurance runs here. He's lined out to right. He's walked and scored today. Both runs are unearned for the Cats. Slide piece away. 1 ball and no strikes. Should Lane Amidon reach, Caden Kroll waits on deck for River Falls. 2 on for the Cats. There they are with 2 in the bucket. Back in safely.
I think Mettler has the best pickoff play that we've seen so far. Not only the second, but for sure the first.
Yeah, he's got good timing on
Yeah, he
that,
does.
too. He's got 1 picked off.
Mm-hmm.
1 ball and no strikes to Amidon. The pitch. Look out. High and away. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runners will advance down to 2nd and 3rd now with 2 outs. And wow, there they are, Lane. Lane's in the designated hitter role. This is why they got him there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How about now? Get 1 through. So what's your mindset here with 2 outs and runners in the 2nd, 3rd? Do you choke up half an inch and think barrel right here, huh?
Either that or with a 2-0 count, and I'm swinging as hard as I can, trying to score 3 runs here.
I like that. How about that? Not on that pitch, though. It's 3-0. Now you're double looking down to the third base coach, see if your green lights you.
Yeah, now I'm seeing if I can even get to swing the bat on this pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Does he? Did he give him the green light, you think?
Nope.
I doubt
Nope.
it.
Absolutely did not there. 3-1 now.
I always think those are the best pitches to hit, too. So
Well, yeah.
you want him to give you the green light so bad.
The 3-1 to Amidon. Ground ball left side, and that's foul. Now the count works full.
I remember sitting I'll be hitting, and I'll get the red light sign, and I'll watch it go right down the middle. And in my mind, I'm like, dang, I really could have hit that one, but.
That was the one I wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
The 3-2. Another ground ball. That one is just foul. I'll be honest with you. If I'm batting in that position, too, I'm also looking at fielding positions. Like if I would see a second baseman cheat up the middle or cheat to I would sometimes try to hit a hole. Like look for a pitch that I can drive the other way if that's open over there, or shortstop playing at the middle. Maybe I'm trying to pull one through here. I think that sometimes. Do you ever think that or not?
Yeah, I mean, especially this year, we would have teams play shifts against us all the time.
Away, and he walked.
We would have guys with three guys on the infield. Our team would always have our third baseman go about where the second baseman is right now, and we'd have our second baseman playing the outfield.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where you get to do some lip reading right here. So I'm going to pull this up for you. I'm going to get in there, and I want you to be lip reading this coach here.
What's he saying, Chase?
Come on, lip read this.
I think he's just calming his pitcher down right now. There's nobody up in the bullpen, so he's staying in the game, but I think he's just trying to settle everybody down right now. We need one more out to go hit, so.
Like Westy said, this is a big deal. Bases out, or bases
Bases
loaded, 2 outs.
2 outs.
Yeah.
We're at the 8th spot in the order. Caden Kroll, he's been hit by a pitch, and he's flown out to right today. I think the last one was a short fly out to right field.
Oh, that's right.
Fielder number 11, Caden Kroll.
There they are, 2nd and 3rd right there. Those are the 2 big ones right there. Caden Kroll. How about you just get one through here, Caden? Looks like Ben Mettler's going to work from the windup, and here it comes. Ball 1. Coach is probably saying, yeah, just throw strikes. You got a good defense behind you here. We're at the bottom of the order. Don't get too fancy. Just throw strikes. The 1-0. Ground ball right back up to the middle. That's softly hit. It's going to be a tough play. Flip to second. Bobbled, but they got him. Just wasn't hit quite hard enough. Hit that kind of off the end of the bat. Shortstop Zach Shipman ranged over and just flipped it to his second baseman to retire Caden Kroll on a soft ground out to short. And that will do it for the Wildcats here in inning 5. They threaten again, fellas. They get no runs on the 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left after 4.5 now from First National Bank at River Falls Field. It's a Wildcats 2, the Eau Claire North Huskies nothing. So the first inning we left 2 on, second inning we left 2 on, third inning we left 1 on, and then this inning left 3 on. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left on base in 5 innings. That's one of those stats that doesn't show up loudly, but that's an important stat.
Yeah, that's not something you want to hear, is having eight guys on base.
Left on in 5 innings.
Drives the coach nuts.
Yeah.
So, Chase, you had a couple guys in front of you who played a little bit more than you did. How was it setting up for this year? Are they still there?
So we had one that he's still deciding whether he wants to come back or not. He's dealt with a few injuries throughout his time, and then otherwise it's kind of the 2 of us are coming back. I think there's 1 freshman catcher coming in, so it'll be another battle this year, but I think it'll be good. I think that our team has got a lot of depth, which is really nice to have.
And you're still obviously developing your game?
Yeah, for sure.
Feel good about that?
Yeah, that's one thing that you have to remember, especially when you're not on the field. You can't just do the bare minimum. You still got to be doing as much as possible to get on the field.
Yeah, the maximum.
Yep.
To get your shot.
So here we go, bottom of inning 5. This gut check time now. That's left upstairs, ball 1. We're at the 4 spot in the order. Aiden Pankratz, he lined out to third his first time up. Remember, that was a bang-bang play. We had 103 velo off the bat on that exit velocity, and it was quickly upon Cal Dumond at third base. He stuck his glove up and just stuck it right in. 2-0. 2-run lead. Not a lot here. That one's there.
You think 2's going to get her done, Kev?
The magic number, it might be 3. Check swing out in front of the plate.
Ooh.
That's foul. That hit him in the box, though, and it's foul.
You okay? You okay?
Yeah. You know what I noticed? There's a lot of bagels up there in the home team. A lot of bagels. We won't talk much more about that.
We
A
won't
lot of
say anything-
bagels.
We won't say anything beyond that.
A lot of bagels.
I like bagels.
Mm-hmm. You like cream cheese on those or not?
Oh, yeah.
Check swing.
And lots of it.
I just like a thin skim. Skim. And at the if you go to like Panera or something, they never get that. Like they don't know how thin. I just like strike 3 looking, and Pankratz didn't agree. And I think that's one of those when Ethan Jeffers is pitching like that, or any pitcher, they're probably going to get that call, right? That's an earned strike. Chase, what do you think on that catcher?
Yeah, for sure. I think that the mix of him not like being able to hit his spots all day, he hasn't really been erratic.
Yep.
And also Colton put a good frame on that. I think
He
that
did.
that he definitely helped out.
Then he comes back with an old Uncle Charlie that pays a visit. It's 0-1 on Paxton Bush. Paxton was hit by a pitch his first time up. He just absolutely pulled it on like a 44 regular prom coat. He didn't move a lot. He says, I'll take some of that, put that right there, gone down to first. Really nice play to get on base, and he was eliminated on double play. Tries it again, and he says, hey, I think that hit me. Yeah, it did. Yep.
Oh, it did.
Yep. That looked, I mean, didn't hit him in the same spot, but very similar to the first one. Not a lot of effort.
No.
Getting away on them, but whatever, right? It's a 2-0 game. You got to find a way. And Paxton Bush has found a way twice, hit by a pitch. He's on at first. Now we go to Zach Shipman. Last time Shipman squared one up, hit one over to third, little Oppo Taco, but it went 5-4-3 for an inning-ending double play. One in the bucket, and there's one on here in the fifth. Yeah, your scoreboard's right. Just 47 pitches for Jeffers. That's a nice number here in the fifth.
It is a nice number. I love watching him pitch.
Just misses. Speaking of watch fun pitchers, how about next game? We're probably going to get to see Auden Pankin, the Nebraska recruit, next game. So, boy, Eau Claire North faces a couple dandies today, huh?
It's not an easy day.
Not an easy day for the Husky. That letter high fastball is called a ball. It's 2-0.
Speaking of the next game, Chase, I've always wanted to ask this question, and I have a lot of respect for catchers, but what in the world possessed you to want to be a catcher?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was 10 years old and I got thrown back there, and
You're like, hey, he's pretty good at that.
Yeah.
I want to catch next game. You're like, oh, okay.
I liked my time back there and
3-0.
decided that was where I wanted to stay.
For the rest of your life. The amount of bruises and the amount, I look at how
It's a hard job.
it's an unbelievably hard job, and it's a thankless job. Even if you're really good at it, it's oftentimes thankless. But I think, what in the world, of all the places you could play, that's where you chose?
Yeah,
You walked him.
my dad has asked me the same question a couple times. Especially after I come out after a game, I've got a couple foul balls off the thighs or off the chest, or
Right.
especially off the face. So I'll get back in the dugout, or I'll come out after the game, and he'll ask me why
Right.
I'm still back there.
You don't think about maybe transferring to first base or something, or I don't know, we could still get you in the pitching spot. And then talking about Auden, he's obviously a great pitcher, but holy Hannah's, that's a tough job to be throwing, catching to a guy who's throwing like that.
So 2 on now with 1 out for the Huskies. They have the tying run on, the go-ahead run at the plate. And we're at the 7th spot in the order. Cameron Buckman grounded out to second his first time up today. Jeffers just misses. 1 ball and no strikes. Daniel Roberts says, hey, when is the second game? It's going to be about 30 minutes after the end of this game. About 30 minutes after this one ends. So I'm not sure when that'll be, but that's about 30 minutes after the last pitch. Flown up. Catcher giving chase right back here, and that's going to be on the roof.
It
You
sure
hear that
was.
one square.
Were all of your games this year doubleheaders as well? Or
For the
a lot
most
of them?
part. For the most part. So during our midweeks, we would play 2 games on a Wednesday, and those would always be doubleheaders. And then on the weekend, it was usually 2 games on Saturday and then 1 on Sunday.
Okay, gotcha.
The 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Oh, come on. I think that fooled everybody, including the umpire.
You're right.
And Jeffers goes palms up on that.
Come on, man.
The catcher even stood up, and then he caught it like knee high. That was filthy. The 2-1. 3-1. Hey, Chase, you want to go out there and have the umpire move? He's like right in the way. That's an umpire that does not watch our broadcast. He would know not to stand there.
Last week's umpires, they knew where to go.
Oh, yeah.
2 steps to the right.
Yeah. Fouled back up over the grandstand. Now it's 3-2. This is a pretty big batter right here with just 1 out. We're at the 7th spot in the order. Cameron Buckman, the first baseman, again, grounded out to second his first time up. We have got a hit by pitch and a walk. And 2 guys on for the Huskies. Tying runs are on here in the bottom of inning 5. It's a big one. Ethan Jeffers set. The full count pitch on its way. Oh! Had him way out in front of that frisbee there. Pulled the string on that. That was gross.
That was an adult pitch.
That was a grown-up pitch.
Grown-up pitch, that's right. I keep getting that wrong.
That was a grown-up pitch. 2 down, and now we go to Mason Brusewitz. Yeah, he had him way out in front. That's good arm slot there because he's not seeing that's going to be that change curve. Right back up through the middle. That's going to be a tough play. Flip to second.
Nice job.
Got him at second base. Oh, what a play.
Great play.
What a play out there by shortstop Chase Rudolph. Got to backhand that behind the second base bag. From the ground, he's got to flip to his second baseman, Cal Usgard, who's there, and gets Brusewitz on a 6-4 ground out, and that will do it. Boy, the Eau Claire North Huskies threaten. They get the hit by pitching the walk, but fail to score them. They get no runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left. After 5 complete from First National Bank of River Falls Field, 2-0 Cats. We'll jump around a little bit in the booth, huh?
Settle down, Westy.
You're going to pull me off the ceiling in here.
You're going to pull a hammy.
Moon over my hammy. I know there was some toe tapping going on out there. I just know it. There was some grandma somewhere actually putting her hands together. I can guarantee it. Guarantee it. Hey, John Fry from Evansville. He's in this afternoon. 9-1-2 due up for the Wildcats here in the 6th. Ball 1. Yeah, John Fry got a kick out of that umpire standing right in the way. Doing a backside photo shoot.
That's not the shot we want.
No. 2-0. 9-hole hitter. Cal Usgard is 1 for 2 today. Reached on an error second time up. He's been on base twice. Boy, that error he hit over the shortstop, past the shortstop last time, plated 2 unearned runs. It was good for him to get that in play. Big juncture in this game. That's a strike as well. Now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 6th. It's gut check time. Whole bunch of bagels up there for North. That's hit back up through the middle and right at the shortstop. Boy, bang, bang, right back to the shortstop. Zach Shipman. Shipman glided about a step and a half to his left towards the middle, stuck his glove out, and robbed Cal Usgard on a line out to short. There's 1 out, and now we'll go to Chase Rudolph. Yeah, you got to feel good about that. Good contact, right? You hit it back where it came from, and shortstop shaded a bit up the middle, and Shipman right there and gets the out. Slider away, ball 1. Back to the top of the order we go to Chase Rudolph. Rudolph's 2 for 3 today. Put him on the whiteboard, huh?
Absolutely.
For the Patax Sandlot Samurai of the game. If you get a couple hits, you're on the whiteboard. Lori Bishop says, keep it going, Cats. Clap, clap, clap. You bet. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch, good eye by leadoff batter and shortstop Chase Rudolph. Seeing the ball well today. Like I said, he's got a pair of hits. Ben Metler tries to throw a yacker in there. No, so he does throw a yacker. No sale. It's 3-1. Boy, it's nice seeing the sun today after the cool, wet days we had the last couple days. The 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2. And Rudolph was kind of headed down to first and even asked the umpire, are you sure about that? And he's like, it's 3-2.
Get back in there, son.
Chase Rudolph's played enough baseball. He knows he's going to try to sell that one if he can, try to get something going.
Fouled up, out of play. That's upper decky. It's 3-2. That's pitch 92 for Mettler. He's kind of getting down there, isn't he?
He is.
Ground ball, left side. Nice play by the shortstop. Long throw across. Not going to get him. Infield single for Chase Rudolph. That's 3 hits for Rudolph. He's churning butter. Chase Rudolph. And that's going to be it.
Well done.
That's going to be it. Nice smattering of applause. Nice job by Mettler. Gave up the 2 runs, scattered 6 hits. Both runs, though, were unearned.
We've got number 15, Aaron Gust, coming in.
Aaron Gust, and they're going to figure out who went to second.
We'll figure that out, and I see him over there. I just can't see the number.
Well, we have the technology. Let's go see.
Zoom in there, Kev.
Let's go see. He's got a knee brace on. Let's see. It's 8.
Number 8.
I think it was 8.
That is Cashton Caines. K-A-I-N-Z.
So
Cashton Caines.
I wonder who Cashton Caines came in for. Did he go in for the pitcher, I wonder?
Well, no, Aaron Gus came in. Yeah, for the pitcher. Yeah, because Aaron Gus came from second to pitch.
So Cashton Caines goes to second.
And he came in for Mettler, technically.
So Caines is at second, and Gust is pitching. He says, I'm good. He's looking at thumbs up. That is just a solid thumbs up there.
Batting for the Wildcats and catcher number 3, Colton Mays.
So Maves is in. 1 out, runner at first, second, 2 spot in the order. Flown up on the infield. Third baseman calling now behind the pitcher's mound and makes the catch. Ranges over there. Does third baseman Mason Bruzowitz to retire Colton Maves. 1 pitch, 1 out on a fly out to third. 2 in the bucket. We'll go to Brooksy Rivard.
First baseman number 22, Brooks Rivard.
Here's your guy right here, Bill.
We need him right now.
Brooksy Rivard. The big cat, wearing number 22. How about the big cat get into one right now? Look at the wind's blowing out to left now, Bill. What happened? It turned around.
I know.
Needed that a little bit earlier for Pankinen's hit.
Yeah, we did.
Just misses away. 2 in the bucket here in the top of inning 6. 3 spot in the order. Runner at first for the Cats.
You can't go anywhere. I've got more questions for you, okay?
All right.
That's down. Should Brooks Rivard reach, Landon McQuaid waits on deck. We call him Bino. Everybody calls him Bino. That's the way as well. Now 3-0.
Yeah, I gotta
to
think,
the big cat. Go.
I gotta think about it when I don't call him that.
you're like, who's Landon?
Yeah, exactly. I'll have times where he won't even respond to me if I'll say it to him.
3-0 off his heel. That's on into left field. The big cat on a 3-0 base hit.
Oh, he wanted to go for
Bobbled out
2.
in left field. How about that, fellas? So we're good green light. The big cat 3-0, and he hits one right back where it came from, off the ankle of the pitcher, Aaron Gust. And on into left field. That's a single. They're going to go check him quick. Check him, right? That hit him hard. I think he's going to be okay, but he's like, he just pointed to it. Yeah, hit him right off the end in the New Balance. He's doing a New Balance commercial. Get a little NIL deal on that.
We got Kingston Quinn coming in for a pinch runner for the big cat.
Okay. Yeah, that ball caromed off the inside of his Aaron Gus' foot on into left field. Almost allowed Rudolph to score, but not quite. It's first and third now for Bino McQuaid.
Brooksy was halfway to second. He really wanted to double on that one.
Here we go. Bino McQuaid set up for him. He's got a hit today. Nice solid single in the right center his first time up. Ooh, called a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Probably a good take there. He can get a better pitch than that. Good pitcher's pitch off the arm of Aaron Gust. The 0-1. Slide piece away. Good take. Yeah, Bino's been hitting the weight room, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's been working hard, especially this last offseason, trying to put on some weight.
Mm-hmm.
Did you lift with him?
I did not over the winter, but I will be this summer.
The 1-1. Flipped up, foul, and out of play. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes on right fielder and 4-hole hitter Landon McQuaid. He's 1 for 2 today. He's got a hit, strikeout swinging, and he's also been hit by a pitch. How about right now? 2 more runners out there for the Cats. Fouled straight back to the netting on that high fastball. Gus tries to sneak one past him. Bino gets a piece. He'll live for another pitch. It's 1-2.
Can you go be part of the program up at Concordia, or do you have to stay away from that? Is that are there rules that during the summer can you go up there and work out with the guys and do more work, or do you have to wait?
Yeah, so we don't have any rules against it. We can go up there whenever we want, and we can go work out, use the facilities there.
Awesome.
They said it was open all summer, but
you have other facilities, I know, but it's still nice that it's only 45 minutes away.
Yeah, it is nice.
Chopper back to the pitcher. Going to have to go 1 with that. Flips an underhand. And Bino McQuaid with the soft ground out back to Aaron Gust. And the Wildcats, Chase, leave 2 more on the bases.
Yeah, it feels like we can't get that 2-out hit that we've been needing all game.
Can't get it. We got the 2 with the error. Other than that, we've left a whole bunch. That's 10 now, stranded in 6 innings. So 1-3 on that put out. And that'll do it. The Wildcats get no runs on the 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 5.5 in the books now. Still 2-0 River Falls. We're going to the bottom of inning 6.
That was one of the questions I have, is it just the physicality of the players that you're playing against at a D2 level? That had to be a little bit of an eye-opener for you.
Yeah, it was. You show up and all these guys are 22, 21 years old.
They're men.
Yeah. Yeah, they all look like just your average football player.
Right.
And you're like,
So technically, you're only a few months from high school, so like you walk in, it's like, oh boy.
Hey, I got to ask both of you guys that. Look at the monitor there. So both of you guys are going to take part in if the Wildcats get a win today in game 1, we are responsible for selecting the Patax Sandlot Samurai of the game, so you're in on that. So I don't know if you have your whiteboard going. I've got a couple on my whiteboard. We'll compare notes here as this game progresses. So,
all right.
So
you better vote for your brother. It's going to be difficult.
He'll be mad at me if I don't.
He will be.
All right, here we go. Bottom of inning 6. Still some meat on the bone in this one as we go to the bottom of inning 6.
I think it would be hard to take it away from Ethan Jeffers.
It's hard.
The way he's throwing today.
He's high on my board.
Yeah.
He is very high on my board as well.
Chase Rudolph has 3 hits as well. So, that's just filthy. 0-1. Boy, you come up to the plate here in the 6th, leadoff batter. And Levante Bean has seen a steady diet of that. He struck out swinging twice today, and now we get a ground ball left side. Shortstop Rudolph gathers it onto first, wide of the bag, and he'll reach. Let's see how Steve scores that. That's a base hit.
Westy, I still have Aaron Gust on that one.
Aaron Gust.
At ninth batter.
Yep. What did I say?
I thought you said Levante Bean.
I might have. So that was Aaron Gust. Reaches on an infield single.
The first hit of the game.
First hit of the game. Now we go to Levante Bean. Yeah, he had to get there, and then he had to get up and throw a strike across and pulled the big cat off the bag up the right field line a bit, and he reaches. There's one on now.
I've got Ethan at 60 pitches, so doing really well with his
He's
pitch
got
count.
plenty of room to work.
Plenty of room.
Could use a double play.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the 2 spot. Excuse me, at the leadoff batter now, Levante Bean. I'm squared away. Bean, he struck out twice today.
Did my writing mess you up?
Yeah. Nope. I'm just getting ahead of myself. Simple as that.
You're prophetic.
Ahead of myself. That one finds the corner. It's 1-1. Keep an eye on this over here. Oh, my mom tuned in from Waupun. She just tuned in 15 minutes ago. Appears to be a good game. It not only appears to be a good game, it is a really good game.
She's right.
Glad you're on. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Levante Bean. He has struck out twice today. He's going to see the yacker. There it is. He struck out twice on that pitch today. That's where I was going with Aaron Gus, but I was trying to assign that to Levante. But Levante, he's the one who struck out twice on that 12-6 chin to ankles breaking ball. Let's see if he comes back with it here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's seen it enough. Maybe he can time that up now. The 1-2. Yep, he tried to get past him. Back over to first. Got him, double play. Who called double play? Chase McQuaid. There it is. Line out to short. And nice job by Rudolph. Gets that and then throws it back over to first. And Aaron Gus was just hung out to dry on that hard line drive out to short. Not a lot he could do there. The coach will tell you freeze on a line drive, but didn't matter much there.
No. I bet Chase Rudolph will watch that one back after the game tonight.
You should.
He's had a couple good plays today.
Yeah, he sure has.
Flown up. Short left field. Left fielder coming in and makes the catch. And, boy, what looked like was going to be a promising inning for Eau Claire North gets shut down quickly. Fellas, that is the 3rd double play of the game for the Wildcats today. How about that?
Keeps the pitch count down, too. He's still only at 66.
Mm-hmm.
Wildcats are leading 2-0, top of the 7th.
And an F7 on that. So I'm going to give you, they send 3 to the plate. They get no runs on the 1 hit, no errors, none left. There's 6 in the books now from First National Bank of River Falls Field. River Falls Wildcats 2, the Eau Claire North Huskies nothing. We're going to the 7th.
So Chase, you've got a lot of games with the Blizzard. Obviously, a lot of games with the Wildcats and the Fish, and now a lot of games with Concordia. What are you going to tell a young buck? What do you tell your brother? What do you tell a freshman or a sophomore in high school? What do you tell them right now?
I would just tell them that if they want to play college baseball, they have to start working as soon, like right now. Like, you can't wait until you're a junior or senior in high school and all of a sudden want to work hard and get somewhere. It's a long process. It's got to start young.
A lot younger than you think, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
And those years go by so fast. It seems like you're a freshman in high school, and then 10 seconds later, it seems like you're graduating from high school.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel that way looking back now?
Yeah, looking back, it feels like it was just last year. I was a freshman that was, learning from Jake Rivard and some other guys like that.
And you had forever in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Pankinen, Dumond, and Lane Amadon due up here for the Cats in the top of inning 7. Hey, I'm going to ask you guys this. Chase Rudolph, has he won the Sandlot Samurai the game this year?
He has once, yep.
He has once. And Jeffers has won it once as well.
Yep.
So that throws that out of. I was looking for one maybe that didn't win it, but they both have won it. They're both. They're 1 and 2 on my whiteboard. Maybe you guys are thinking something else too, so I can be convinced. We also take suggestions from home.
And bribes. Well, I mean,
bribes.
no.
That breaking ball drops in there. Nice pitch off the arm of Aaron Gust. It's 1 and 2. Now we got a baseball on the field.
I can't see who's out there. Can you see out there, Westy?
It's my brother out
is
there
it?
on the mound. Yep.
Bino's out there. Going to come in to close this one out, you think?
I don't know.
It'd be hard to take him out right now.
It's hard to take him out, and his pitch count's way down.
Yeah. But I know Bino also likes to get warmed up quite a bit. He needs a few extra pitches to get warmed up. So if they are going to bring him in.
Yeah, for sure. I bet that they'll just see how the inning goes.
Yeah.
Ground ball left side.
Ooh.
That's gathered on to first. Got him. I clicked on the wrong spot at first, but Nice play over there at third base by Mason Brusewitz. Throws it across the infield to Cameron Buckman and gets Pankinen on a hard hit ground ball out to third. There's one down. Now we go to Cal Dumont.
Pankinen has hit a lot of balls hard today.
And not been rewarded.
No.
Cal Dumont, he's got a hit today. He's also reached on an error and scored. He's officially 1 for 3 with a run scored. No balls and a strike. With the 6th spot in the order. Another ball getting away. Who's down there?
Well, we've got a coach and we've got a catcher.
Coach is shaking his head laughing.
Sorry, fellas.
He's 0 for 2.
You've got one job.
All right. Boy, that's a nice slide piece.
That was one.
Off the arm of Gust. Finds the back door. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. There's one out. We're at the top of the 7th. Wildcats are the visiting team here because of the rain out on Tuesday in Eau Claire North. Ground ball, right side, wide of the bag, and foul. Yeah, they rain out, wash out, and they said, hey, let's just play 2 Thursday nights, so here we are. Why not? Bill and I are going to go for a state record of most home high school games ever. I think we're on our pace for 21 or something crazy like that. I never heard of such a thing. I thought it was like 7 or 8.
It was supposed to be. Everyone wants to play here.
I guess. And then you have the rainouts, and it just worked out twice. There's a couple more doubleheaders. It's never gone the other way, where there's a rainout here and you play 2 somewhere else. That's never happened.
No, it hasn't.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Dumont, the third baseman. Ground ball.
Ooh.
First baseman's got it. He's just going to sit on that, touch the bag, and unassisted for Cameron Buckman over there at first base. 3 unassisted first basemen. 2 down. Now we go to Lane Amidon. Amidon's walked twice today, and he's lined out to right, and he scored a run. Officially 0 for 1 with 1 run scored. Swings through that high. That was a little bit of a wrinkle on that, I believe, and swings through it. It's 0-1. Can be free swinging now with 2 in the bucket and nobody on. I'm with Chase. This is where you swing for the downs, and he does there. Hits it pretty well to center field. Center fielder moving over and makes the catch on a pretty harmless little fly ball into left center field, and Amidon goes down on a fly out to center. And that will do it. Boy, that was a quick, quiet inning for the Wildcats here in the top of inning 7. They send 3 to the plate. They get no runs on no hits. There were no errors and none left. We're going to the bottom of the 7th, and it's 2-0 River Falls.
I was down getting some microphones off the net after the Hudson game, and you were down there talking to little Brennan Brethel, and he's committed to Concordia, and I heard you tell him, just play ball. You got to play a lot of ball. So between now and then, play as much ball as you can. I thought that was really good advice. And that's just obviously what you did last summer. You played a lot.
Yeah, that's what all coaches want to see. Is they want to see a lot of innings and just knowing the game, and they want to see you put on muscle and get stronger faster. But playing was a big thing. Just getting as many reps as possible.
Yeah. You think like senior season of baseball, you think that's a lot of games and a lot of reps, but if you really boil it down, it's not as many as you really think. I mean, it's 7-inning games. Even if you play 20, 21, 22 games, the amount of reps that you get in a game, unless you're a catcher, but most position players are getting, 5 or 6 balls a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Meat of the order. Due up 3, 4, and 5 for the Huskies. So Jeffers will have his work cut out for him here. Meat of the order, check swing. Yes, he did. This is Jack Gorman. Gorman's 0 for 2. So 3, 4, and 5 here in the bottom of the 7th with a 2-run lead. That's pitch 66 for Ethan Jeffers.
I'm sorry, I was one behind, 67.
67 pitches.
I was still talking to Chase.
That one just misses. It's now 1-1. It's been all Ethan Jeffers thus far with some good defense behind him. See if he can finish out the deal here. He's got the 3 tough ones coming up.
Ooh.
Boy, pulled the string on that, threw a backyard whiffler, and it's 1-2.
It looked like he was trying to take that 0 off the scoreboard for him in that swing.
He was swinging towards Baldwin.
The 1-2 pitch, ground ball left side.
Ooh.
That's gathered on to first. Got him by 6 steps. There's that good defense again for the Cats. Jeffers induces the ground ball, and good defense over there by Cal Dumond at third base. Gorman grounds out to third. There's one down, and now we go to Aiden Pankratz, who struck out looking his last time up and lined out to third. Inside, ball 1. Hey, glad you're all joining us today. Kevin Westhouse, Billy Jensen, and Chase McQuaid up in the booth here. Glad you're all here. Good high school Big Rivers Conference baseball game. 2-0 Cats. We're in the bottom of the 7th, and Eau Claire North down to their last 2 outs. This has been an absolute gem pitched by Ethan Jeffers. He's given up just the 1 infield hit today. That's hammered into left, and that's down into left field, and a solid single there off the bat of Aiden Pankratz into left field. They got tying run coming to the plate now and a Paxton Bush. I'm going to say right here, Steve is off the hook for that infield single.
No better way to end this game than a double play again.
We've had
another
3.
one.
Would be applicable.
We've had 3, Chase, huh?
Oof.
Swings in front of that. It's 0-1. Yeah, 3 inning-ending double plays at that. So, boy, that'd be a nice way to end it. Maybe give the Sandlot Samurai to the whole defense today. Flown to right. Right fielder going back, battling the sun, still going back, looking up, and it's gone.
Oh.
2-run jack at the track, at the wall. This game is tied. Paxton Bush has just left the yard. That got about 1 foot over the right field fence. And Paxton Bush has tied this thing up at 2. Wow. Didn't see that coming, fellas.
Me neither.
Home run.
That one hurt.
Yeah, the right fielder, Landon McQuaid, was going back, and I thought maybe he'd have room. Then when he got to the wall, I'm like, uh-oh, that may be trouble. And looks up, and it just got over. 2-2. Just like that. 2-2.
I thought he was going to catch at first, and at the very worst, I thought I was going to hit the wall. Just kept going.
Wow. Now we go to Zach Shipman here with 1 out, and needed that double play.
Mm-hmm.
And the Eau Claire North fans just got to the edge of their seats there.
They went nuts.
They went crazy town on that. That's a pretty clutch hit.
That was.
Nice fastball. 2-2.
Feel like somebody just punched me in the solar plexus, and I'm up here. I can't even imagine being down there.
Yeah, with just 1 infield hit.
Yeah.
I mean, Ethan Jeffers in total command of this game. I did say, though, he's got the middle of the order, ground ball right side. Second baseman gathers it, and that was an easy second out. And Shipman grounds out to second. There's 2 down, and now we're going to go to Cameron Buckman. Yeah, I mean, he was just sailing, right, today, and boy, you get the solid single into left and then the home run. But, you know, third time through the order is different. Guys have seen it. They've seen the movie, right? Swings through that, and it's 0-1.
I didn't see the pitch that he hit. Was it? Did you guys see what?
Inside half, thigh high, turned on it. I mean, squared it up. Sounded good. Sounded good.
I didn't have the heater meter running.
Oof. Had him way out in front. Now it's 0-2 on Cameron Buckman. We're all tied at 2. We're going to go hopefully to extra frames.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the Wildcats' offense and them leaving runners on base too. Just one of those hits going through, and we'd still have the lead.
Yeah.
Good call.
We haven't really belabored that point yet, but all the runners left on base. I mean, it typically in playing, you played baseball long enough, those come back to haunt you at some point, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot to point back to go, 10 left on.
Yeah, that's one thing we talked about a lot this year was leaving guys on base, especially in big spots.
Strike 3 looking, and that will do it for the Huskies here in the bottom of inning 7, but not before they tie it up in the bottom of the 7th on the big home run by designated hitter Paxton Bush off a pretty effective Ethan Jeffers. They get the 2 runs on the 2 hits, no errors, and none left. After 7 complete, we're all knotted at 2, and we're going to free baseball. Why not? Doubleheader, some extra innings. Show's over at midnight.
So going back to...
I've only been up since 5.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And you put 300 miles on.
Yeah.
Going back to Danielle Roberts, she asked if 6:30 was the time. She might not be all that far off for the second game to start.
Or maybe 8:30. Just keep going.
So this summer, Chase, are you lifting and just playing ball all summer?
Yeah, yep. So lifting, playing baseball, and then I'm working with Big Fish this summer as a coach. So I'm looking forward to that.
That'll be even that will help you play better. I mean, just seeing that and being around it all the time, and especially those guys, that'll be awesome that you're going to be involved in that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it helped me last year a lot, too. I helped out a little bit, and just hearing myself teach the basics.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, maybe if I really try to do this, I'll – and it helped me out in my own game, which
That's
was
really
kind of
cool.
Here we go. Caden Kroll, top of the 8th. Looks at a ball away. We're at the 8th spot in the order. Caden Kroll today is still looking for his first hit by a pitch, flew out and grounded out. 0 for 2 officially. Ground ball too short. Gathered it on to first. Got him. Good defense there by the Huskies by Zach Shipman at short. And Kroll grounds out to short. There's 1 out, and now we go to Cal Usgard, 9th spot in the order.
And the Big Fish is going to have teams this year too, right? They're going to have more teams.
Yeah, they're going to start a fall team.
Their ground ball to third. On to first. Got him by a step. Good wheels there by Usgard. But third baseman Mason Brusewitz whips one across. Ground ball to short, ground ball to third. There's 2 quick outs. Now we're going to go back to the top of the order to Chase Rudolph.
Chase, are those all youth teams, like 14 and under?
Yeah, yep. So I think that there's a couple softball teams and then as many baseball teams as they can make with the kids that they have.
Chase Rudolph has 3 hits today. That frisbee drops in there. It's 1-1. Hey, how about he adds his 4th hit right here? How about a home run? Could be free swinging too, with nobody on, 2 outs. He was trying right there.
He was.
Trying to hit one to the interstate there, and it's now 1-2.
I really like the way he carries himself in the box. He just always seems confident.
Yeah.
Even playing with him last year, like when he came up as a sophomore starting on our varsity team, and he came in there and he showed us what he could do.
That's a good 2-strike swing there as well. Pretty good pitch off the arm of Aaron Gust. It's 1-2. Eau Claire North Huskies trying to steal one here from the Cats. They were down 2-0 with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, and they get the hit and the home run. Just missed. Umpire flinched a bit on that. It's 2-2.
This is an important game too, not only for the Big Rivers, but also for how it's
seedings.
For the seedings.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Got him swinging, and Aaron Gust pretty happy with that. And on into the dugout. High fives all the way around into the dugout for the Eau Claire North Huskies. Wildcats send 3 to the plate. They get no runs on no hits, no errors, none left. 7.5 in the books. We're all knotted at 2 apiece. Huskies looking for a walk-off here in the 8th. Wildcats looking to get through the 8th, and let's get it to the 9th. Let's go thank our main sponsor, Miss Sarah Jenkins.
Hi, Hi, my name is Sarah Jenkins, and I'm your River Falls Realtor. Wildcat baseball season is heating up, and so is the River Falls housing market. Whether you're cherry from the stand or dreaming of a home run property, know that I've got you covered. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, or maybe you just want to know the value of your home, give me a call today at 612-703-3944, or you can visit sarahjenkins.com.
Thank you, Sarah Jenkins with Property Executive Real Estate. She's a pro. She can help you with all your buying and selling needs here in the River Falls and the River Falls greater area. I'm going to see if I can get this mic. It's still banging around down there. This is the one down by the back right down there. The Wildcat dugout. It was banging on the wall earlier. It was annoying, so I turned it down.
I didn't know if they'd bring Jeffers back out. He still has 16 pitches, only at 84, but I didn't know if they'd bring him back out for this. But they have. He's back out there.
He feels good.
Yep.
8-9-1 due up for the Huskies here in the bottom of the eighth.
Hard to take him off the mound with just
I was
leaving one
gonna
ball
say,
up.
I think he's earned himself this 8th inning.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's a good call.
Mason Bruzewitz is in. He's walked and grounded out today. 0-2. Tell you what, I think Ethan Jeffers, he came out, he looks a little ticked.
He does. I'll show you.
The 0-2. Yacker foul, and it will stick at 0-2. Yeah, he came out with a little bit of authority. 2 quick strikes. A little pace on the fastball. It's 0-2. Again, we're at the 8th spot in the order. Good opportunity here to shut him down. The 0-2. Yacker hit foul. I can't believe he got a barrel on that. That thing was a 12-6. It started at the waist, went down to the ankles. He hammers it foul towards the Wildcat dugout, and will stick at 0-2. Ethan Jeffers, he's gone the whole way. Is that 88 up there, pitches?
Yes, sir.
Good take. Yeah, this is, again, by the time you see him for the 3rd time, you recognize that pitch and you're able to lay off it. The first time through, not. 2nd time, maybe not. 3rd time, like, I've seen that. Chopper. Short. Going to be a tough play and bobbled. And E6 on that by Rudolph. I set up my shot assuming he was going to get that. He
just went under his glove.
E6.
It wasn't that difficult, and he played it well. It just looked like he pulled his glove up just a little bit too fast, didn't it, Chase?
Yeah, it looked like he might have just took a peek at the runner, trying to see if he could make that play.
It wasn't hit that hard, which was not helping him, so he had to charge it, and he had to make a clean play.
And it would have been a tough one.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy play to make.
And that's where he did probably peek, too, like, I know I got to go here, I got to go. And he peeked up at the runner, and under the glove it goes, and there's the E6. Do we have a pinch hitter? Or you're changing 15.
No.
Pinch runner.
Pitch runner. 15 is still Aaron Gust, so he's still hitting just a pinch runner.
Might be a bunt situation here. 9 spot in the order, huh? We'll keep an eye on that. Yes, it is. Shows bunt. It's down. Let it go. Let it go. Now grab it. There you go.
Well done. Westy, good job.
Coaching from up here. Yeah, once that goes foul, you don't want to be watching that thing. You got to get on that like a pack of dogs on a 3-legged cat.
Yeah, I remember whenever that happens and I'm catching, I'm screaming at my third baseman. I'm telling him to let it go.
Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And then as soon as it goes, get it.
Yep.
That was almost just a dandy bunt.
Yeah.
See if they go again here.
It was close to
I would.
Dandy.
9 spot in the order and get that winning run to second. They're going to show bunt. It's down. It's a peach hunt. Got to go to first. High throw. Ooh, just gets him there. So sacrifice has been completed by Aaron Gust. Beautiful sacrifice bunt. Gets the winning run to second base now, and they go back to the top of the order. Really nice play. Nice bunt by Gust. Got it done perfectly. There's one down, and now we go to Levante Bean.
He had 2 nice bunts. Just one went just a little bit foul.
No, he didn't. He showed up. He showed up for the bunting practice.
He sure did.
Really nice sacrifice bunts there by Aaron Gust, who's come in relief today and also pitched a nice game.
Mm-hmm.
There he is, winning run at second. Ethan Jeffers has his hands full now as we go back to the top of the order. Flown to center. Center fielder, Pankinen, cruising over, reaches up and makes the catch. Runner's going to tag to third, and he's in. Boy, that ball carried,
It
huh?
sure did.
Pankinen had to, he was under it, and then he takes his hat off now. I was like, holy buckets, that thing almost got over my head.
That would have been disastrous.
And fly out to deep center field on a circus catch by Pankinen. It almost blew over his head. There's 2 down, but the runner now gets to third. Winning run now at third base for the Huskies, and now you got to get big there behind the dish, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huck catcher McQuaid.
Yeah, this is the time where no matter what, you're getting in front of the baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard to throw this pitch here, the 3s and the 2s here, because you're gonna be in the dirt.
Yeah, you gotta have a lot of trust in yourself, and your pitcher's got to have a lot of trust in you.
2 spot in the order. Caleb Moss trying to get it done. Looks at a fastball strike at the knees, and it's quickly 0-2.
Got that one at 80, Kev, so he hasn't lost any velo.
Moss is 0 for 3 today. Fly out, ground out, and 2 ground outs. The pitch. Yacker softly hit center field. That's going to be trouble. Down, game over. Huskies steal one. Talk to me about that, fellas. We just wasn't able to get there.
I don't know.
That was
Yeah, I'm not sure.
an absolute clown punch into center field, and it'll look like a frozen rope in the morning. Caleb Moss with a game-winning RBI single, and that's Heartbreak City for the Cats there.
Yeah, it's hard not to see a body on the ground there from one of the one of the guys out there trying to dive and make a play
three of
there.
them.
Yeah, so now I got to go down and get an interview, and we're going to do a Miyagi Warrior of the game, huh? So on the loss, coaches will pick that. We don't have to pick that. We're off the hook.
All right.
Thank
We're
goodness.
off the hook there. So I'm going to go down, and I'll set this up for you, Bill, so you can
Sounds good. I'll get it.
get the shot.
Chase, if you're around next Friday for senior night, I'd love to have you back up. If you're interested, are you going to be around?
I think I should be.
If you want to come back up, we'd love to have you back up.
Yeah, I'll let you know for sure, but I think I should be around.
You got a lot to the knowledge of the baseball game, plus it's just fun to have you up here. Really been fun to watch you play. And
I'll see you guys field side.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Chip. So really appreciate you coming up. It's been I enjoyed watching in high school last year, and then with the Fish, you were an absolute joy to watch. And I got to catch a couple of games, but I'll get to see you play on Concordia a little bit more this year. So it's been a lot of fun. I can't wait for the Fish game. You've already made the headlines a couple of times with a couple of games. So good job.
Yeah, of our first couple of games. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, well, it's been fun having you up here, and I hope you can come back up again. And wish the game would have been a little bit different, but your brother's been really impressive to watch this year. So I'm sure that you've had a lot to do with that by just helping him and guiding him a little bit, and he should keep listening to you because you're doing a good job.
Yeah, I'm really happy for him. I know that he's put a lot of work in, so
You can tell.
To see it come through on the field is a big deal. I'm proud of him.
You should be proud of him. It's been fun to watch, so I'm sure from your vantage point it's really fun. So that's really cool. Well, thanks again for coming up. I hope you come up again and pay a visit. But good job and good luck, and thanks a lot for always playing hard. It's been a lot of fun watching you.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Bill, you got me up there?
I do. Yep.
Yeah, coaches got him way down the line down there. It could
Yeah.
be a minute. That's
Okay.
Heartbreak City for the Cats, but we'll see. So let's hold on.
Sounds good. We've got the Warrior of the game coming up here. Kevin's down field side, and really tough, like Kevin just said, a tough loss.
Bill, I'm on number 4. Turn up number 4.
Got it.
They're good. It's probably turned down. Bill, you got to turn up number 4. Hold
I
on.
did.
Steve, I don't have you on the PA yet. Bill, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Okay.
So as Kevin alluded to at the end of the game, the Miyagi Warrior of the game is the award that goes to somebody when we...
Riley Usgard will be the Miyagi Warrior of the game today.
Riley.
After that tough loss, let me put the Hakamaki on you, Riley. Riley Usgard, that's a tough one there. That one's going to sting for a little bit. What did Coach talk about down the line there?
We were doing all the right things. It's just when at the end of the day we couldn't get done. But yeah, we were up all game. And it was a lot of fun.
A lot of guys left on base today. Did Coach talk about that at all, or did you talk about that in the dugout?
Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities, but we were dominant most of the game. Just again, they didn't show.
Yeah, I mean, really, I don't want to say bad luck, but yeah, they get the home run. That ties it up. That's a nice hit. And then the little duck snort into center field just ended it for you guys in Heartbreak City. So what do you take away on the Miyagi Warrior and the Karate Kid? What do you take away from a heartbreak situation like that today, Ken?
Throughout the game, we were, 7 innings. We were all having fun. We had a lot of hits. We were doing our job, and then one hit, and now it's tied. And then duck snort, now it's done. But yeah, we were up all game, and it was a lot of fun.
Riley, you're going to have another opportunity to get back at Eau North right here. You're going to get your team ready to go. Riley Usgard, the Miyagi Warrior of the game. Best of luck to you in Game 2. Congratulations, son. All right. Let's take this right back upstairs to Billy Gents.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Kev. Riley Usgard. He's been the Miyagi Warrior of the game a couple times this year, which is really impressive. Because obviously he got that award for being a great teammate and for picking his team up and doing everything right off the field, which I think is fantastic. So Kevin's on his way up, and then he'll put a big red bow on this one, and we'll probably bring Game 2 to you in about a half an hour. Tough loss for the Wildcats. 2-3 in extra innings. I went to 8 innings. And Kevin will be in here in just a minute. Oh, sorry, Kev, I didn't bounce that back.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Yeah, we haven't had many. Haven't got kicked in the teeth too much this year.
No, that stings.
That one
stings
felt
up
like
here.
it. But hey, hats off. Hats off to the Eau North Huskies.
Yeah.
Paxton Bush with one out. Drives one over the double-decker fence out in right field and got it tied up. And then they stick with it, and they get the little duck snort. Drops into center field with 2 outs. And they call that the game winner.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll do her. Eau North wins the matinee by a final score of 3-2. We're going to do the nightcap here in about probably 25 minutes. Probably 6:30-ish.
Yep.
So how about that? So we'll be back with you in about 15-20 minutes back on the River Falls Sports Broadcasting Network. Until then, on behalf of my great color commentator, Billy Jensen, Chase McQuaid, who joined us in the booth, I'm Kevin Westhouse, saying thanks again, everybody, and until about 25 minutes from now, good night, everyone.